And ultimately, it depends on trust. Trust that was built through the level of professionalism that JAV exhibited, timeliness of responses, and a mutual understanding of our objectives that brought this project together. What do I do and where do I currently live? I currently live in Florida in the United States, and in that role I serve as a medical oncologist by training and a dean of a medical school in the US. And we were contemplating building a house here in Australia where we are today. Yes, how did I find JAV and the builders for this particular venture? And the process was, we conducted serious due diligence. I've been involved in a number of different building projects, primarily in the US, and I was looking for a builder who had a deep understanding of the local tastes and would build something of grandeur, but that was architecturally connected to the country itself. I did survey with others the internet for people who had conducted high-level real estate, high-level building, and ultimately we found our way to the door of JAV, and I can't tell you how satisfied and how happy we are. The complexities of building a home at a distance between the US and Australia, there are a lot of complexities, and ultimately it depends on trust that was built through the level of professionalism that JAV exhibited, timeliness of responses, and a mutual understanding of our objectives that brought this project together. I can't tell you how many different projects I've worked on over the years where poor communication, lack of timeliness and lack of professionalism has made it a very difficult project. This project was smooth as silk. And the ability that, in this case, Alex, who responded almost immediately, day or night, to the requests we had, we're 12 hours apart, and that level of responsiveness is something that I haven't seen before and will lead in the future to many other builds together. Well, the way we communicated between the two countries 12 hours apart is always a challenge. In the case of working with JAV, again, smooth as silk. We used Zoom meetings, myself, my wife, Alex, and his team. And what we really appreciated, because we have a 4-year-old daughter, and she was 2 when we started this project, was Alex's willingness to work around our time zones and work around our 4-year-old child. So this is one of the key elements of the professionalism and the ability to communicate in a timely manner, face-to-face, when you're conducting business at a distance. Well, one of the great challenges has been to imagine what this building would look like, what this home would look like when we're in a different country. And so much of the artistry that went into the design, the flow of the building, the integration of the different spaces, and the sculpture that is this new finished product, it was almost impossible to imagine at a distance. Coming here today and seeing the way in which this has been so carefully crafted to create an intimate space in a vast home, it was really difficult to understand at a distance. So it was very much a leap of faith. That said, JAV provided online and immediate weekly reports characterising the progress of the project. We received video walkthroughs of the progress that was taking place in a regular manner, and the fly-throughs which showed the external garden, where the position of the external components, the pool, the fire pit, the integration with the fragrant gardens that were being created. Those were a very important part of building that trust. But I must say, what a relief it was to come here today and see the finished product. Well, the first impression when we walked through the front door was a sense of the cathedral ceilings and the careful attention to detail. And then I think the flow, the curves that were used rather than square and punctuated construction, the flow of the rounded glass, the flow of wood taking up the stairway, the way in which the carefully crafted interior design brought the different spaces together gave me a feeling of continuity, and it was a very peaceful feeling rather than one often feels, I think, in these large homes, which is a disjunction or a disharmony. So really the sense of harmony and peace in a product of this size, a home of this size, was really quite unique. Given the number of rooms, it's an ideal home for a large family. The swimming pool, the jacuzzi, the outdoor fire pit, the barbecue, all this is very well established for a family to enjoy all the natural beauty that is Perth. And I think the way in which it's overlooking the park, again, a great place for kids to play. I remember very well playing in that park as a child in the neighbourhood community, going to the school just down the road. The position is perfect. But I think the home itself is something that is really quite unique in my experience. Again, the quality of the interior fixtures, the depth of search that took place to find just the right product to put inside the home to make it one of the most extraordinary properties I've seen. The final interior design was really a collaboration between a number of different people who worked together to find the finest products with the perfect feel inside the home. My wife worked very closely with JAV and our interior designer to create a product which now, as I can see it and feel it, is exactly the right pieces throughout the home. Well, in terms of final comments, I just say that my plan, my wife and I will be working again frequently with JAV. This has been a very satisfying, high-level professional relationship that we intend to continue for decades to come.